Good day. The purpose of this video is to introduce to us the features of the books in the Learn and Search series. As you can see here, these are the first two books in the Learn and Search series, and there are still two more in design and many more to come. In the future, more and more books will discuss topics from different fields of life. These first two talk about animals and plants, and we are sure every one of us have them around. More topics will talk about more things like movement of things and some other things in economics and other things about life and business. They would have the same format as this one's already here, as we'll soon see in this video. Now let's start to see what features this book have. The first page has basic information about this particular book and how you can write your name. Here has a hashtag that you can use to show us when you started the book and when you ended it. On the next page, we have a preface of the Learn and Search series in text and a preface of this particular book in text. On the next page, we have facts about what the book is talking about, as in this case, animals, as a topic. We briefly describe what animals are and we list the animals we're going to talk about on this page. So let's take one animal, for example, and talk about it. So in this one, it talks about domestic animals. We talk about the definition, or we define that particular subtopic, and we write briefly about it and give examples in pictures without the names included. It's now this work of the reader to find out the names of these examples and look for the actual names in this puzzle. For example, this is a cow, and this is the spelling of cow in C-O-W, and you write it here. And then each of these topics, as you can see here, has a puzzle and the same format. Each of them also has a hashtag where you can use to upload your media you create from this book into. At the back of the book, there are questions that you can use to create media for each particular topic. So for example, after we talk about domestic animals and answer the puzzle, you can comment to see what you can create media for, or you can look for answers to see what other importance do these animals have, and some other things that we can use to create media from, like how can we benefit or earn money from learning these things about domestic animals and the more other animals in the book. And it's similar to the plants book. We still have a definition, brief description of what is discussed, and pictures as much as possible. Let's take the ornamental plants again, for example. The difference between the animals and the plant book is that we have included the scientific name or botanical name of that plant, so it will be easier for us to identify them. So we look for the botanical name online, then check the actual name and look for it in this puzzle. Now this one has its hashtag on top, and we can use that hashtag to find the answers to the questions at the back of the book. So it's still the same format with this book and this one, and more other series will carry the similar format for varying other topics that will be discussed. Additionally, each book in the series has two important sections that you might really love. First is the work section, where you can go around your area and find out you can classify things based on what we've discussed in the book so far. Here we've listed some examples of plants and you can do some work to find out where you can classify them into. So for every work you do, you can record your progress and use this hashtag to upload it online. There's also the random section where we include random facts about what we discussed. And for this one, we gave you 11 random facts. And if you have more random facts, you can use the hashtag below the page. It's similar to the animals book where you have the work and the random side by side. Interestingly, there is a Telegram group for each of the books if you purchase them from the websites. But for schools where the students will not be able to purchase from the websites, they can send us a private message with this information and would add them to the group. The purpose of the group is you can ask your questions, you can connect with other people, you can even upload your videos there to make it faster for you to gain audience. On the last page, there are video creating tips for each book, so you can check them out so you can create the best videos for the book and for social media. It's also similar to the plants book and every other book in the series. So we encourage you to join the trend and purchase these books in your school and for others.